Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. I'm just playing a nice little game of solitaire, thinking about a story that I'm working on for the future, of course. And funny enough, that got me thinking. I love in a lot of games, stories, books, songs like that. I love story. I love lore. I like it when a person can create a tale from very little, like, evidence, or not so much evidence, but like of what little they're beginning to show in it. Let me give you an example. Let's go back to the years 2014 through 2016. Things were popping off in the gaming world. Games that were coming out like Five Nights at Freddy's, always Call of Duties, I suppose it, because there was a lot of Call of Duties. GTA 5 stuff was coming out, and like a lot, I could think of a few other games, but what really also came popping off as well was Minecraft. And more specifically, today we're going to dive into a world that I sort of followed way back then, the Minecraft roleplay stories. For those who don't know what those are, I'm going to, generally sum it up for you. It was basically people who would create a story from just the game Minecraft itself. Minecraft had huge implications to create so much stuff. Like that game is like Legos. Only I think Lego has a little bit more creativity because they have different designed blocks. But then what Minecraft did was from single blocks you could then create big designs because of the color ratios and things like that. So they're both basically on the same platform of creativity. And today we're going to discuss, well, the story implication of that. While the original game of Minecraft itself didn't have much of a story, it was just you, an adventurer, wandering the land, gathering resources, and then pretty sooner or later you go on a giant adventure and put a couple of pearls or Eyes of Ender into a portal, and then poof, you go and fight a giant dragon, you stab him in the gut, he's like, ah, and he explodes and he gives you an egg. I don't quite know how that makes sense either, but we're going to roll with that. But what other people did is they would take the platform itself and then would just create stories. We're going to dive into the stories that I used to follow way back when. We're going to review them because you know what? It's good to perhaps look back and review story and lore from all sorts of different ways. Like, who knows? Plus, I was kind of curious to see how this would work, so why don't we hit it up? Okay, so one of the stories that I used to watch was by a person. Before we start this, I want to thank you guys for understanding that this is in the way and I'm not very professional just yet. Hopefully we will get to that in the future. So, why don't we continue? So, let me see if he's still around. Okay. So years ago, many years ago, 2014, maybe 2015, somewhere around there. Oh, you know what might help? Putting on headphones. That's better. Okay. So when my, yeah. Oh, hang on. This guy hasn't uploaded for a year. Really? Well, how funny. All right, so this was one of the guys that I used to watch back in the day, and more specifically, if I remember correctly, it was this one. This is the one that started it all for me. I don't remember how I started watching these. Honestly, this arm is going to distract me, my own video. We're going to get past that, okay? Don't even think about it. But yes, it was this series that I started watching many years ago, and I don't remember anything about it, but I am interested. Like I said, we're going to go back and review story and lore between different people, specifically people that I watched. These may not be the biggest of its day. We might do that in another episode. I mean, we probably will. But it all depends on how you guys feel about this sort of stuff. So we're only going to we might not review the whole story today. I'm just going to see what it's like in the first few episodes, but they're all half an hour long. We'll just see how this goes, because I'm flying off the seat of my pants here. I just looked at the screen. That's bad professionalism. And I just realized the more I move my table, the more the camera shakes. Let's get on with it! Oh, hang on. Bam, hit it with the full screen. Before we continue on, maybe I should take my predictions of what this story was going to be, at least from what I remember. Well, obviously it was yandere, and back in the day, yandere was pretty big. I mean, like, if you guys know what that means, you know I was a big fan of it back in the day. In fact, I slightly still am, you know. Who doesn't like a girl going on a murderous rampage for love? Alright, let's just move on. But I think this has to deal with some guy's perspective. He's new to the school, as from the title from above. He goes to this school, he makes a new friend, I think, and then stuff just happens. That's all I can literally remember, but alright, let's go.
24C, 24C. Ah, here it is. My name is Mingo, and I'm currently a 13-year-old boy. I'm an only child, and my parents got divorced when I was much younger.
As you can see, that right there is what I like to say, well, that's pretty common, having a young teenager and then just his parents just recently divorced. I see that a lot in stories, you know, and I feel like we could be a little bit more creative than that, but... And, I forgot, I'm gonna grade this sucker. I got a whiteboard, and I found a marker. I'm happy to use a whiteboard because I found this. I was looking through my stuff and I was like, oh, dude, I forgot I had a whiteboard from middle school. This marker, I have no idea where that came from. But actually, no, I do know where this marker came from. My dad does machinist projects and he will write down schematics with this marker. I'm just borrowing from him because I can't find my own. But hey, I got a whiteboard. All right, let's continue.
I was too young to really remember what exactly happened, but I remember that my parents were fighting a lot, so my mom went back to her hometown of Makura City in Japan. My dad is a high-class businessman, so I stayed with him in New York. But recently my dad got a proposal that requires him to fly overseas for 3 years! With no other immediate relatives in the US, I have no choice but to fly over to live with my mom. She isn't nearly as rich as my father, so she can't afford all the nice things that I've grown accustomed to. On top of all of this, I'm gonna have to transfer schools and leave behind all of my old friends. I'm quite outgoing though, so maybe making new friends shouldn't be too much of an issue.
To be fair, far off from what he's been saying so far, he's been saying things rather rapidly, but, you know, in a weird way, it kind of works. I mean, like, he seems in-depth into the story. Pardon me one moment. I think I need to go pee and check on my dog and see why she's barking aggressively, which I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can definitely hear that through the headphones. Why did I say that? I don't even know why. I just realized that the lighting in my bathroom is far more superior than the lighting in my room. Oh well. I mean, what'd you expect? I'm kidding. Alright, I'm back. Let's go. Actually, they don't need to know that I just went pee. Who cares?
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
My flight to Japan is leaving soon. I hope my mom can recognize me. We'll see. This ought to be fun. Oh, finally got off that plane flight. That was a really long flight from New York to Japan. It was like 14 hours or something. I'm really tired now, but it looks like the gate is now closed behind us. We just got off the plane. I was the last person off the plane, and it looks like I gotta head over to my mom's house now.
Yes, Mom.
So, I'm already gonna say something because, well, you obviously don't. I know they're not professionals. I mean, like, the story itself is pretty fun. Like, I always do love a good short story concept, but the segment that he just did right now, when he said the gate is just closed, we just got off the plane, like, we should already assume that he's off the plane. I'm being nitpicky here. I shouldn't be saying these things just yet, but remember, I'm trying to get my first reaction stuff as I watch these. We'll probably be cutting a lot of this story out anyway, so we'll just keep going.
Apartment A5 in the big green building. So we gotta find a Yogi train station.
Alright, one other thing I don't like, I'm just gonna say it right now. He's got his friend on screen, you can see right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen. I just want to make sure I look decently okay, but what I'm trying to say is the part where, if you look at the screen right now, you see his buddy over there, that Saber guy, he's talking over him. Like, they're talking over each other, and I know we're supposed to have a scene where we're introducing the two characters, but at the same time, I don't really like that. It's kind of weird. What do you think, Frederick? Some people call him a blockhead, but, you know, I see him as a round brain. Let's just go.
We can't buy a ticket? You serious? So we can't even get to our house? Or our parents' house? Come on, Officer Spicy. You want to just let it slide?
We really need to get to our house. We're gonna miss our train.
So already, we're about 5 minutes in, and on my clipboard, I didn't realize the marker was almost dead. I don't even know if you can read that. Can you read this? Hold on a second. Well, kind of. I mean, it may not be the best, but from what I'm making a list of pros and cons on each side of the whiteboard. The marker's not that great. I keep looking at the stupid screen. Hold on a second. All right. So I got a list of pros and cons here on the old whiteboard here. And there was another thing that I noticed, or rather that I kind of remembered from these series. While they needed a lot of cast members, they just simply had them in the text chat. Now, in some circumstances, I find that interesting, the whole text chat system, but also at the same time is I like it when people can actually do acting, at least a little bit more acting than like normal. I know this is probably a huge cast. I don't remember how big the series was per se, but I mean, yeah, I'm taking notes on my whiteboard. So that's why I've got all this written down so far. And I mean, if you can't read it, don't worry. We're going to go over it in the end. I might have to go out today and buy an actual marker if we're going to go with these projects. So let's continue.
Oh, he's just kidding. He is a jokester. He really is a jokester. Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
how much is
You
it?
scared me.
How much is it gonna cost, Spicy? Officer Spicy. How much is this train gonna cost? One.
Before we continue, that segment right there, of what you just saw, there's a lot of ad-libbing going on, waiting for the guy to, like, write down his line. And to be fair, I kind of wish they didn't do that now that I go back on it. I know this was probably like a first episode gig and they didn't know exactly what they were doing, and that's completely understandable. But at the same time, I know they're trying to keep up the action by talking, but I don't know. Something needs to change about that. I don't quite know yet. Like I say, I'm not a professional myself, but I like to say that I know a good story, and I know how it should be written. And I don't know. I just find this... I might sound like a bit harsh. I'm not trying to be harsh. I always want the best for people, so that's why I want people to write good tales, which is the point of this. Let's just keep going. I'm just, remember, the first reaction vibes. I might rewrite this later.
Oh, another bro five.
Here we go.
Dude, you hit me before I was ready. Come on.
I'm sorry. I did it.
To be fair, this story is actually giving me, at least this beginning part of the tale is actually putting a smile on my face. You know, it's fun. The story is definitely fun. Although I do remember, now that I think about it, I wrote a really mean comment on one of these videos, and I don't remember why. I feel bad now. Maybe I'll find it. Maybe I'll delete it. Nah, you know what? No, I'm going to keep it. That way it's like... It's a memory. Sometimes it's important to have a memory, even on something. It's like going back to it and then going, oh, why did I write that? It's like, now it's like, I changed my mind. But I'm not ashamed of what I've done in the past. Because you learn from it. And nobody should judge you from what you've done in the past, okay? That's just words of advice. Words from Will today! Boom!
It was kind of mucky, you know? It was kind of...
Whoa!
What was that?
Whoa, dude!
What was that? You
What? That was mean, man!
What's the point of that? He just sits there all day and scares people. What? Nobody takes the train since the murder. Murder? Are you really drinking iced tea right now?
Hey, okay, I get nervous and I need liquids.
Listen,
You serious right now?
I can agree with this man. In any situation, always drink something. Especially like water or tea. Very refreshing. That is some good words of advice.
Here's Papa John. I think it's Papa John. Papa John?
Yeah. Wait. I hope that
I think it's a big joke. I think it's a big joke. The Yen thing is a big...
As the story continued, the rest of the story between the part when they got off the plane and headed on the train, it sort of got a little slow. But I mean, like, you know, I feel like they were going for the whole first person perspective. Like, you know, they were actually going to live every single moment of this main character's life. So that's why they had to go from exactly scene to scene to scene of every single moment. That's just my prediction anyway. But I mean, actually, no, that is what's happening right now. And I mean, like, I can understand why. But as like a story point perspective, it was a little slow.
Hey, by the way, what's the school that you go to?
I think it's Makara City not high school, middle school. It's Makara City Middle School.
Oh,
Dude, I
no,
think...
no! Recording stop because it exceeded limits. Why did you do that? Well, I have to pee anyway, so. 3, 2, 1, dab. Okay, now we're ready.
Let's do it. The moment of truth. Moment of truth. We gotta knock on the door first.
Oh my gosh, Mango!
Oh, hey, Mom.
Look how you've grown. I hardly recognized you.
Yeah,
wow,
it's
look
been
at
a while.
that.
Happy to see you too.
How long has it been? 3 or 4 years? I missed you so much, Mango. We have so much to catch up on.
Yeah, something like that. I'm really.
Although, I mean, I'm kind of happy that they actually had a voice actress for the mom. Because, I mean, as far as the other characters that I've seen so far, they haven't had voices for them. Although, to be fair, I mean, like, it's such a large cast, you'd have to have a huge Discord group, which I would have thought at this point a person that had his stature should have been able to afford. But hey, never mind, we're going to keep going. At least, actually, the mother's voice actually sounds pretty motherly, so that's pretty good.
Oh, maybe we could see some other people. Maybe some other students are actually. Oh, these are big buildings. These are huge buildings. This is awesome. I love Japan. This is a huge city. This is almost as big as New York. It might even be bigger than New York.
Okay, before we continue, I'm going to do like a midway review because why not? I'd like to get some sayings off my chest. So from what I wrote on the whiteboard before the ink kind of ran out, I'm just going to do first thoughts of like this. I mean, like we already went past the first episode. I'm going to do the second one because I'd like to be kind of thorough between 2 episodes just to see if it's worth continuing. And yeah, so from the first episode perspective of what I've written on my whiteboard, I'm going to go over the cons first before the pros because I like to say negative things before I say positive things. Anyway, so from what the cons, like some of the cons were only from like the very beginning, but I mean, it may happen later on. I don't know. Like, remember, this is a quick mid review before I do the full review of it. So from what I could gather from my notes, they had characters talking over one another, but that was only in like the airport scene. Other than that, it seemed perfectly fine. It's a basic plot structure, but I mean, like I'm gonna allow that because it's like, you know, sometimes beginning writers need a basic plot one. It's very difficult to write something original, so that's not a totally bad con. Lots of ad-libbing, but I mean that's also a pro too. Some of it works, some of it does not, and the fact of it was very long-winded. Like, I know we're going for that first-person look of a boy's life, and that's fine. But the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of it, and it's just like I don't know. I mean, like some parts could have been edited out. I'm just saying, I still appreciate the effort of it, though. Now, for some of the positive, the ambience kind of nice. You know, it's very, very nice ambiance. Sorry, I looked at the screen again. I gotta quit doing that. It does put a smile on my face at some moments, you know, it's good that it does that. Like I said, lots of ad-libbing. It was both a good and a bad thing. And the simplicity of... Oh, no. I don't know what I wrote. I said it right at this bottom one, right? Hang on, right there. You see that? I wrote whatever that means, and it says simplicity and... custom there. Custom then? Maybe I should actually get a notepad for this. But that's just the midway review. We're going to go on to the second episode, see how this goes.
Yeah,
Welcome to Micro City
we're probably
International
gonna be late.
Middle
Oh, bell's ringing, man!
Dude, we gotta go.
Oh!
Dude!
I gotta close the door. Where's our class?
I
Where's
think
our
it's this one right
class?
here.
Like I said, very long-winded. It was a whole 10-minute process just for them to act. Oh, okay, not 10 minutes. Well, you know what I mean. It was very long-winded just to get into the school. They did a lot of hanging out with a Papa John guy. Not that I don't know. It's very long-winded. That's all I can say.
My name is Mr. Love, and I'm your 8th grade teacher.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Teacher.
He was thinking
Wait.
of the
Why
train
is
that's
he
going.
When you're 13 years old, you're in 8th grade? Oh, man, I haven't been in school in a long time. Also, 2 plus 2 equals fish.
I mean, this is a jacket. Does that count?
Oh, dude, we're supposed to wear uniforms. We forgot.
Mango, I totally forgot.
Never mind. Take your seats.
Where do we sit, though?
Wait, do we have assigned seats in this?
Let's
just go. Let's just go.
Just sit over here.
I'm just sitting right here. I don't. Doesn't matter. I'm just sitting right here.
I like the teacher being a savage.
Scary, dude. That was so scary.
Where are your uniforms
Oh my
at?
God,
Like,
that was
oh
so-
man, we
Hey,
totally
guys,
forgot. It's like, oh jeez. See, I find that funny. I don't know. Just for me, the teacher just says like, "Oh, you forgot your uniforms." I would just be like, "Oh jeez," but that's just all right. We'll carry on.
Lizzie is sick, but she sits next to Skyle. Ollie, please come up. Good day, mate. My name's Oliver, but me mates call me Ollie. You can call me Master, though. What? Shut up, Oliver.
The teacher told him to shut up.
This teacher does not take anyone's stuff.
Okay.
You have to admit, the entire acting of this series, they do act like middle schoolers. At least from the generalization of others, like other show type of personas anyway. Me personally, I don't even remember that much of my own middle school. So, I want to say they're acting like middle schoolers, only because they probably are. I mean, not actually are middle schoolers, but they are pretty... I mean, they're very cheerful about every situation. I feel like this is what would typically happen. I just kind of wish I could remember my own middle school days to compare. Then again, my middle school was in the middle of nowhere. In, like, a forest, kind of. Well, actually, it was near a lake. And I think I only had, like, what, 14... maybe 13 kids in my class. I can name each one right now, but I'm not going to. It was really small compared to like some of my other buddies. Like they went to some big schools, and I suppose in this class would be kind of roughly the same size I had. That's just a personal memory. So
Off limits.
Wow.
Do not enter.
Even barricaded. Why don't you guys just close it off all the way or
Yeah,
something?
I can definitely see that this is.
It is bolt up. Wow.
This is insane.
Okay, well-
it's bolt up very very
Dude,
tight
that's
right now.
creepy. Dude, we should go in there.
So
Nice
expensive.
grass.
It must be so expensive.
wow, that was a very hard edit right there. I mean, I wonder what happened.
Dude, you know what they probably call him?
What?
The Papa John mower. The John mower.
Oh my god, dude. Seriously,
My
man.
puns, the puns, dude. Everything's John related, man. Everything's John.
Listen here, bucko. I'm the master of puns. All right, well, I'm not a master of them, but I know a good pun when I hear one. And as far as pun, if we're gonna start rating puns on this series, I'm gonna have to rate that pun like basically a 2 out of 10. That one was definitely forced. It doesn't even make any sense. I know the whole running joke is that the Papa John's owns everything in this universe, but it's like, really? Come on, man. You could have done a little better than that.
Let's
Let's
do it, man.
Let's do it. Let's hop on Hypixel.
Okay, you on? I invited you to a party.
Programming is pretty easy once you're in the basics. Yeah, let's all join the same party. Let's join the same party. IGN's, the Iron Mango, the Iron
Okay,
Mango.
here, yeah. All right, I'll add you guys.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, let's hop in the game right now. Let's hop in the game.
right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, it's starting. The game's starting. Okay, get our chest. Get our chest.
Go.
Get her chest,
No,
get
I
her-
jumped immediately and fell. Oh.
You fell, dude. Oh, dude,
fell
I got a diamond.
immediately.
Dude, I got a diamond sword.
Did you
Diamond
actually?
sword. Oh, I'm gonna get some kills, dude. I'm gonna
I'm
get some kills.
spectating you, man. I'm spectating.
Oh, dude, I killed the guy. Killed the guy. Dude.
Listen, I mean, I've played Sky Wars once or twice in my day. I'm not a pro at it, but I do know that you don't just die instantly by falling off the island instantly. You're able to come back until your bed is... Wait, hold on. Is there a difference between Bed Wars and Sky Wars? That just proves how inefficient I am at Minecraft multiplayer knowledge anyway, so we're just gonna skip over that factor.
That's the final straw. Of course.
What?
Oh my god.
No, detention for both of you.
Detention!
No.
No!
Well, I'm glad that's over. I mean, apart from the fact of... Okay, well, I'm just gonna be real here. It's very orientated to middle schooler story type stuff. Like, it is. Like, you know, not to get me... It was, you know, if you were that age, it would probably work out as a story. But with me on my own, I mean, like, you know, people get older, their differences change. And I know that way back when, I did watch this series. I don't think I finished it, though, so I have no idea how it ends. I think I got bored over it because it was a little too long. Like, it was a little too long-winded. I can appreciate when people put a lot of effort into something. What they went for was, like, the first-person look of the tale, and, you know, that's pretty good. You know, like, you know, I mean, like, that was the first 2 episodes, and each of those episodes were a half an hour long, and I'm, you know, I mean, I sped through some parts of it, but as far as this Minecraft roleplay series goes for, it was well done. You know, I mean, it was good. It was also equally as bad as it was good. You know, like, it had some good aspects, had some bad aspects. It was about two middle schoolers doing middle school. What could you expect? I mean, like, I don't. To be fair, they could have started the actual, like, strange events pretty. They could have started something, like, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Let's just go to the next series that I can find. All right? And that's how do I get out of here? Actually, no. Let me finish my thoughts real quick. As a part of a series goes, while I'm probably... Actually, no. I don't think I'll finish this series unless you want me to do a separate episode of this. I don't mind doing that. I just need confirmation from you guys. But other than that, I won't continue on past this point. It's very long-winded. It does have some funny aspects to it, but the running jokes do go a little too far. There were many times where I'm just like, okay, like, we could do enough. And, like, the puns were bad. The Papa John joke, it's like, I know Papa John's supposed to own everything, but I don't know. And delivery, I mean, they act like middle schoolers. What can I say? That's well done. If, like, they're going for the middle schooler persona, and they went for it kind of perfectly to a T. So, all right, well, let's go on to the next story. Hey, it's me. It's a different day, different shirt. So, yeah, I found the other guy that I used to watch. Apparently, his name was Aviator Gaming. I had to look up Life of a Rockstar Minecraft roleplay because I was like, what was this guy's name? See, it was obvious 6 years ago these series came out. I can't believe I did these 6 years ago. That was before I started doing anything on YouTube. In fact, what was my first video on here? I don't know. It's not worth remembering. I think it was actually like 5 years ago or something. But either way, yeah, so this guy, actually, no, the story, hold on a second.
Glenwood Preparatory, a school for the next high members of society.
Wow, hey, all right, the trailer's got a nice little voice acting there from some other guy with a deep voice. Hello, and welcome to Glenwood. Jeez, I couldn't even get that right. All right, never mind. We're not going to try it again. So, from what I remember, yes. Okay, so, yeah. He also did some roleplay series, I believe. I can't fully remember. There was one other guy that we're going to review today as well. But I can't remember what his name was either. We might see him again. From what I can remember in my own head, these stories were very fantasized. Like, I believe that all these Minecraft stories were all, like, fantasized versions of, like, what people wanted their natural lives to be, you know? And I can understand that, you know? I mean, like, before, I wanted to be a Dragon Ball villain. What can I say? You know, it was just like... that was years ago. So, I'm trying to find the story. Oh, hang on. What the heck is this? We got a military invasion up in here. Oh, you don't even see my mouse. Oh, forgot to turn that on. But you guys can see it. Well, might as well watch. Well, hang on. They're pretty short. 8, 14, 9. Okay. So, maybe we can review a few of these first. Although he did make a new series, though. Now I'm... Oh, hang on. Look at that. Look at that little GIF right there. Oh, wow. Gee, I might have to watch those just because of the way they're made. If he went for the whole, if he went for a whole roleplay series that had, like, different camera angles and stuff like that, I feel like that'd be a lot of interesting. We should take a look at that, even though I have no idea what that series is about. Perhaps we'll do that another time, but only at your request, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that, okay? Now let's go into this old series. Do I want to do Life or School? I remember Life had, like, him as a rock star or something, and then, like, he gets killed, or someone gets killed, something happens. I don't know if I want to watch that or the School one. The School one gets pretty... To be honest, I'm afraid of the cringe, so what the hey, let's go with the School.
You know what really sucks? School. But you know what makes it suck even a little bit more? is when you have to go to a brand new school. And that's happening to me. My mom just moved us all the way across the country from...
Hold on a second. I mean, I'm liking the intro so far, but is this the highest quality I can get? It's a little choppy.
From Brookville to Sunnyside because she got some type of new job. And now I'm forced to go to a brand new school called Sunnyside High. Yeah, I've never been there. I don't know anybody there. I'm going to be labeled as that new kid for probably the next 4 years of my school career. Oh, dang it, Mom. Why'd you have to move us all the way across the country? Brookville, I had friends. I had family. Now we're here alone and I have to meet all these new people. And you know what makes it worse? I'm about to be a freshman in high school. If that's not hard enough, I'm going to be the new kid, the new freshman in high school. Tomorrow's the first day of school, and I feel like it's going to be a very, very long one. Hey guys, before we get into this brand new series called Minecraft School, I'd like to say this series took so long.
I don't care about your messages! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That sounded way more too aggressive than I wanted it to, but... I want story! I don't care about your messages and shit.
Country to Sunnyside. I was so happy in Brookville. Brookville was an amazing place to be a student and to grow up. But now Sunnyside, I don't know anyone. And to make it even worse, I'm about to be a freshman in high school. How could things get worse? I bet I'll be known as that new kid. And I bet I'll be known as that new kid until I'm a senior in high school. Life is not fair. Why did my mom have to move us to Sunnyside? I know she got a new job and everything, but...
Okay, first things off the bat, I forgot. I don't have a whiteboard to write on, so I'm going to have to do things on the fly. But from what I can tell so far, not only did in the first cutscene that we see here, not the cutscene, the first scene that he's actually doing first-person view on, did we see... Well, if you take a look at this shot right here...
Why did my mom have to move us to Sunnyside? I know she got a new job and...
We got blood on the ground. Sorry, I looked right at the camera. Oh, so used to the movements, man. It's like, it's Rainbow Six Siege days. I see a tiny bit of movement somewhere else, and I gotta look towards it, and then I'm like, oh, that's me. But yeah, do you see blood on the ground? There's blood on the ground. Like, what's going on? Is that supposed to be garbage? I don't know, but I don't remember anything about it. I remember more about the other series than I do this one. All I do is I remember watching this one, and I'm like, what was the actual, I don't remember anything. I didn't even know he was the new kid in high school. And not only that, being a new kid in high school really isn't that bad. Of course, then again, I only went for 1 year, then I dropped out, but that's just a different story for another time. But the point is, it wasn't, well, okay, my 1 year of high school was, well, it was sort of crap. But honestly, that's not, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get very real here, and I don't even know how to get real. Never mind that. Let's just keep going with this story and see where it ends up.
Well, welcome to Sunnyside High, where we try to further your education and your spirit. I'm Principal Newman. If you need anything, just stop by my office.
Aha! So I found the other guy that I watched. I knew they had some sort of relation to him, but the voice actor who's voicing the principal right now is the guy that I was trying to think of before, but there's still no name. Perhaps there's one in his description somewhere that we can go find and check out. But... you know, it's kind of, you know, he's got a very friendly voice, this principal dude, so I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that.
Oh my god, she thinks I'm cool. This girl, Rachel, thinks I'm cool.
Honestly, this is worse than the other one. It's really bad. All right. Before I continue and say why, well, okay, yeah, I get a lot of important messages sometimes that I gotta answer real quick. So anyway, as I was saying before, with this story, it's definitely, I know the other story was based on it being very, you know, he's fresh in the middle school. This guy is fresh in the high school, and I guess he's gonna play a nerd, even though his whole persona of his channel is a cool aviator kid. But never mind. This one is, to be fair, he's doing a really good job at making me feel cringy about a nerdy kid. Like it's pretty good. And it's rather weird at the same time. It's like, why? I don't know. I feel weird listening to his story, listening to his inner thoughts. Because sometimes it's like when you watch a film and you are watching the nerdy kid talking to the hot girl, you're like, well, it's like, as for me, I suppose my experience with trying to get a lady was always different. And well, I don't know. All right, let's just scratch all that. This story is making a really good job of making me cringe at the nerdy kid trying to at least talk to everybody. That's a good job. I suppose the guy who was acting this, the Aviator dude, Aviator Gaming, is that what he's called? Hold on a second. Yes, that's what he's called. He's doing a good job of me, like, kind of, I wouldn't say feeling him, but he's definitely good in the character. And what's nice is the voice acting matches the voice lines on the text on the screen. I suppose, my guess is he was the only one making all these films, and his friends voice acted for him. Which, you know, if you are one guy, that's pretty good. You know, he worked hard to do that. And respect, you know, because sometimes you can only do so much as one fellow. In fact, I've been working on several things myself, and I haven't produced any of them yet because there's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't like this, so then I don't come out with it, then I have to sit about it for a while. So honestly, this is why I'm appreciative while also cringing on the fact of these roleplay stories, is the fact that they are, well, they're good. Well, okay, well, they're not great. They're not great stories. They are cheap stories that are, like, kind of predictable, but they at least definitely work on them, you know? And this guy is probably by himself asking his friends to voice act these lines that he picks. And then he, well, you know, he reacts with his own speech for them, for his own story. So I can respect that, you know? And well, let's just see where this ends up first, okay?
This first day of school is not that bad. Okay, sounds like a good time. I'll see you there.
Great. See you then, buddy.
See you then, buddy. Oh my god, I have a friend. And I have a girl that I like. This school is not gonna be bad. Sunnyside is the best. This is gonna be the greatest 4 years of my life. Oh boy. Wow, actually today wasn't that bad. I went to Sunnyside High, met the principal, Mr. Newman. He's pretty cool, kind of weird, whatever. Teachers are kind of weird. And then ran into Spencer, who I now know I don't like and I must avoid. But then in geometry I met Rachel. And Rachel said I'm a cool dude and she's got all this like worldly experience and she's so awesome and I love her. I mean, I gotta act cool. Keep it cool, Aviator. Keep it cool. And then at lunch, met Austin, who's gonna be my best friend, maybe. Wow, first day at Sunnyside High. Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Anyone.
As far as first, oh, hang on, this is an interesting Lexus ad. I gotta see this. It's got a plane.
But is fast enough? Or do you want speed and style? Well,
all right, it was good until you brought the normal sedan out. I want you to bring back the. Oh, well, I always forget car names. Dang it! I can't remember. Well, I'm trying to think of the car that. Oh, bummer. I don't remember what it was called, but it was. It's their super. It's basically their super sports car that. Oh. Hey. Oh, yo, memory card full. Ah, crap. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program in 3, 2, 1. Hit it with a dab. Okay, all right, we are synced. Darn, I forgot to turn on the display capture. There we go. Darn. Just blah. Okay, we're back. Episode 2 is about to. Did we start episode 2? Crap, I don't even remember. What I just went through was a whole half an hour of me trying to get things moved and shuffled and things around. I forgot how much footage I had on that camera from other things I've done, so that's why I ran out so fast. Okay, I guess we'll go to episode 2.
I usually dread the first day of school, but here at Sunnyside High, my first day was amazing. It was almost textbook perfect. If it wasn't for that Spencer guy, I really gotta avoid that dude. And also, I met a new friend named Austin and a great girl named Rachel. I'm kind of curious to see where those relationships are gonna go.
I am too, friend.
Rachel, it goes all the way. I can't wait for school to start. That's weird, isn't it? Or is it? Maybe when you're truly happy, anything can be fun. Hey guys, before we get into this episode of...
No, man. That loses me focus on the story whenever you add ads like this. Don't ever do that, folks. If you plan on doing these, just don't do that.
So amazing! I met Austin and he is a great friend. We hung out last night. It was so much fun. We went to the arcade, played some games. I schooled him in some Madden. Oh boy, that was awesome.
Ew.
Rachel.
Madden?
She's
Gross.
a great girl. And I love her. No, I can't say love yet.
Hey, Aviator. How are you doing today?
Oh, hey, Rachel. I'm pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. I have to meet up with my boyfriend in a little bit, so I have to get going. But I'll see you in geometry.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll see you then. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid to think a girl as beautiful as Rachel would like a guy like that. Why, Rachel? Why do you have to be dating somebody? Life was perfect here at Sunnyside.
I forgot how dry pretzels could be, and the cringe has me where I'm choking. Is that quality content along with these peanut butter pretzels?
Let's look on the bright side. At least I start today off with gym class. Gym class is a fun class. It's always pretty easy. Now all I have to do is find it. I think it's this way. Oh, gym straight ahead. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Okay, put a smile on, Aviator. Gotta meet some new kids at gym class and don't want to look like that depressed kid.
What I don't understand is, I can understand why people don't like PE because it's physical. But what I don't understand is why. I don't know. There's very few subjects I excelled at in school, and physical education, I feel like I tried my hardest on that because I don't know. For me personally, I mean, like being got a peanut butter in my teeth, which is why I'm sort of pausing every now and then. I'm very professional. Did you know that? All right. So what I was saying before is I always liked physical education because I believe people need to be active in something, which is why, I don't know, between these actual years of like 2014 to like, although now that I think about it, when I watched these, I was like 14 years old or 15. I think I started watching these in 2016. I was like I can't remember per se. I know I didn't watch these when these were brand new. I didn't. Because at the time, I didn't have a computer or internet. So when I did, it must have been like a year later. Now that I remember. But either way, during these years, actually, ever since the ending of my high school career in 9th grade to basically 2019, maybe 2018, I was not physically active. I was a thin little git, and I was weak. And now I believe we take our physical health a little too much for granted. I mean, like, we don't do it enough as people. You know, I feel like we need to lift the weights and run the tracks. Although personally, for me, running, I'm not very good at it. My sister, however, boy, did the teachers ever talk about her? She was supposed to be one of the best track and field like runners that they ever had, even though she never did track and field. But in the gym classes that she was in, she was top notch. So good on my sister. At least, you know, people had pride in her, you know. They didn't really have much pride in me. I was just this nerd who did stuff. But that's just personal experience. You see, I don't know. These stories bring up personal stories because they're all based in middle and high school for some reason because it's an easy concept to write about. Which, to be fair, I do want to write my own kind of flick of a middle school, high school series, but it involves vampires and tigers. Maybe. I don't know. I'm rambling here. Let's just continue on.
Okay, yay, school. Okay, let's go. Oh, that's Mr. Vaughn. I think he's my gym teacher. I think that's what my schedule said.
There you are, Aviator. Hurry up. Get in the gym. Class is about to start.
Oh, great. I have a guy doing a Russian accent. I love it. I love it when a series has to crap. There we go. That's on now. I was saying, I love it when a series has to have people with accents, and then you get to see the full extent of somebody's actual ability to do the accent. Now, I mean, like the other series that we watched previously, there was a guy that was Australian, and they tried an Australian accent, but they barely even tried. But for this guy, let's just see how he rolls.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Don't be sorry. Just get in the gym right now.
Okay, I'm going, sir. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, man, Mr. Vaughn is very aggressive. Oh, okay.
I didn't get that at all. You sounded very polite to me.
Okay, aggressive gym teacher. Oh, there's a couple people here already. Act cool, act cool. Let's go up to one of them. Socialize.
Hey, you're that new kid, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me. Aviator's the name.
Yeah, likewise. But I have something to ask you. Have you ever played basketball?
Well, it is nice to meet you, man. Hope you guys have a great season.
Yeah, likewise. I do have something to ask you, though. Have you ever played basketball?
No, not really. Maybe in the driveway, once or twice. Why?
Well, the thing is, we're in need of more players, and you have the height. Would you mind trying out?
Trying out for the basketball team? I don't know. I can't imagine I'm very good at it.
Well, trying out couldn't hurt. Meet me in the gym after school today. We can practice, and then you can decide if you want to try out.
Okay. Why not? I'll see you after school. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I have a tryout for the basketball team.
All right, another fun fact. In middle school, 8th grade specifically, I tried out for the basketball team, and I succeeded. Only because they had very few people in that school that actually joined the basketball team. So that's probably mainly the mainly reason why I got on it. But to be fair, I don't regret a minute of it. You know, I had famous shots. Okay, out of the 3 shots I shot at basketball, they actually all made it. 2 of them were a 3-throw. One of them was an actual just yeet, and it made it in. And I'm like, woo! But I mean, like, my dad could tell me that he remembers it exactly because he said all the people were doing. It was basically a movie theme. During the during the free throw shot, I was setting it up. You know, I was gonna get it in there and whatnot. When I sort of just kind of psyched myself up, and I was doing it for so long that even my dad said the ref was looking at his watch, going, "Come on, kid, hurry up." But it would have been embarrassing if I had missed, but I did it, so I did it. Yeah. All right, let's continue on with the story.
After school, I knew I was tall, but I never thought it would come in handy to play basketball.
I wish you all the luck in the world, Aviator. I hope you make the team. Go Sunnyside!
Thanks, Bree. I guess I'll be seeing you around.
All right, I have to pause you there. Bree seemed a little enthusiastic when she said go Sunnyside. I mean, she's a cheerleader for crying out loud, you know? Her character should be like, go Sunnyside! 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 Give me a dab! Yo, yo! Give me a dab! Yo, 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 yo! I'm a cheerleader. Let's continue.
Now the hard part. Geometry class. With Rachel. I don't want to know who she's dating, and I hope I never find out. But I don't know if I can handle...
Predictions. It's gonna be Spencer, because that's how this cliche is.
I heard you sat by Rachel yesterday when I was busy skipping class.
Yeah, I did. So?
Rachel is my girlfriend, nerd. So...
I was right! Oh, no. Oh, okay, good. I'm down to my last bead on my hat. This hat has been with me for a very long time. In fact, every recording session I've ever done, I've always worn this hat. And, it's getting old, you know? Hats get old, too. I suppose maybe I should go buy some super glue, get it fixed that way. But, you know, I mean, I had a hat many years during this time, actually. I had a different hat on, but that one also wore out. But it wore out because there was a hole burned through, like, up here. That's because I worked on cars a lot and stuff. That should be a new thing now. Every time I predict something and get it right, I just do a heavy on dab. Look, I don't care if you people think dabbing is, outdated. I'm going to keep doing it because it's fun. Because I didn't do it back when it was popular, so I got to make up for it.
Okay, Spencer. Jeez, I'm sorry. Spencer is...
I'm sorry about Spencer Aviator.
Oh, that's okay, Rachel. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, it was cool. There was a speech bubble over her name. Why isn't that more often?
Oh,
I want that more often.
Hey, bro. Yesterday was a blast. You want to hang out again tonight, bro?
I'd love to, but I'm busy. I'm trying out for the new basketball team, man.
Really? Oh, I guess that's cool.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, just go ahead and have a good time with your basketball friends.
Okay. Are you sure everything is all right, bro?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I gotta admit, the voice actor for Austin, I like Austin. He probably sounds the most real to his character. And that other guy too. What was his name? Guy who did the basketballing? I forget already. But those two apparently seem pretty close to their actual characters. I do like that.
Now get out there and kick some butt. Go, Aviator!
Will do, Bree. Okay, Bree believes in me. That gave me a little bit of confidence. I feel good about this now. Okay.
Speaking of cheerleaders and things like that, I just realized the scrap paper I use for codes and things for games sometimes when I can't have access to the phone to write them down is my 8th grade basketball cheerleading paper thing. People, the cheerleaders would go around, they would put these on our lockers and stuff, and they would sign it. I forgot this was totally out of here. Huh. How ironic is that? I forgot. I was like, wait, I have a bit of that paper. Huh. It's from my middle school days, straight from when I played basketball. I don't know how I still have that thing. I'm surprised I haven't thrown it away, but now that it's lasted so long, I think I'll just keep it.
I don't know. School's a really weird place, I guess.
All right. So, I suppose I should have waited till he was fully done to exit out, but so that was his stories. They are definitely odd, as prior to them doing the thing. It's definitely a very cringe story, very predictable. But like I say, they were definitely made by one person, and that's good on him for at least writing these. I mean, we might have to take a look at his latest story, the one that was made 4 years ago rather than 6. So maybe he anticipated his own. Maybe he grew. Maybe he did better, and I hope he did. But we'll check him out maybe some other time. So instead, we're gonna go. Oh, look at that! Season 2, episode 7. Wow, he had a season 2 of this. This guy's got seasons? Huh. Well, anyway, let's go check out that other guy that was also on here that I can remember that he was the other guy that I watched too. So this is the next guy that I was talking about earlier, and weirdly, he's done some other things on this channel, like a lot more than, I wasn't really expecting it. I mean, like, he's actually gone away from Minecraft, which is good, because, I mean, like, it's about time people, I mean, like, a lot of these people, they somehow just didn't grow out of Minecraft, or they went to Roblox instead, so at least this guy must have went on to stuff. I mean, I haven't seen this guy since I watched these types of series, so I have no idea exactly what he's done, and holy cow, look at his Minecraft high school schools episodes. He's got 210 episodes. That's a lot. But the one I do remember is Camp Nugget, I think. When I say remember, I don't really remember much about it at all. But why don't we jump in? Watch the first 2 episodes and go for it.
Personalized service reviews.
Yeah!
This will be fun. I went here when I was your age and made a lot of good friends. I'm sure you'll enjoy Camp Nugget.
Wait, Camp Nugget? Like chicken nuggets?
No, son. Nothing like chicken nuggets. I'll leave it up to you to find out why it's called that.
Sounds fun, Dad. So when are you picking me up?
Well, today's Tuesday, so the end of summer.
What?
Time flies when you're outdoors. Oh, the fun times we had with Counselor Rick. Well, it looks like we're here. I'll tell Mom you send your love.
Okay, guys, now before we get into this roleplay series, I hope you can hit that like button, and I hope you'll be able to...
Stop! Just stop the presses! I don't need your promo!
Get over Dad, and of all people, Mom, dropping me off at a camp that I've never even heard of. I thought I was her precious. This is ridiculous. Camp for summer. There it is. Up there. let's go see what's going on.
Listen, I don't want to be that guy, but I went to summer camps myself when I was, well, a little younger than this. I think I was like maybe between the ages of 7 through 10, I suppose, and it was incredibly fun. I don't know why this guy. Well, I don't remember the series already. I'm already slightly insulted that he doesn't like summer camps. I'm like, excuse me, summer camps are fun, okay? I got to shoot guns and I got to shoot bows. Okay, I don't know if is that the right terminology for firing a bow? I don't know. And then we learned how to sword fight, things like that, and like it was cool. Like I had lots of fun. But it was also incredibly hot. That was the one drawback. But all right, let's go.
Bunker 1. All right. I don't know which one's my bed, but I guess I can put my stuff up right here. I'm a left-handed, so maybe he won't mind me being on the left bed. Do I even want to talk to him? I don't know. How about some girls, Madison and Alex, howdy, and Corey and Dylan. All right. Well, let's talk to Corey first.
Out of the other two that we've seen, this one in particular seems not that well written, or at least well scripted, well cameramaned. It's kind of weird. He's just going around introducing these people. I guess he wants to make sure his audience knows that we know them. I mean, in the roleplay aspect, you shouldn't know their names. They shouldn't have names for their head, apart from when they have these speech bubbles. That's what makes sense. But I don't know. So far, out of the 3 that we've seen, the first ones were actually more consistent with us meeting characters without names over their heads. Sometimes. I think they actually did have names over their heads now that I think about it. But in this case, well, hang on. How come people didn't do the F1 mode? Because in Minecraft, that gets rid of the overlay in general and would look more authentic. But that's just me. I don't know. But so far, this story, it's definitely lacking in excitement. That's for sure. And I think he might be the only one recording himself doing these voices, as far as I can tell. So, keep going.
Buzz off, kid. Seriously?
Buzz off, kid.
Seriously?
That's right.
Maybe his
name's Corey.
Brand is a little nicer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Bert. So what you do to get sent here? Well, I guess I should be honest with him. I prefer TV to people. Oh, well, brutally honest, I see. It's not, David, you see, there's just a lot of bullies back home, so I just try to keep to myself. I mean, honestly, this is the only reason I didn't talk to you. Well, I hate to break it to you, but they are here too. Over in Bunk 4, there's 2 brothers named Corey and Dylan, and I'd stay clear of them. Oh, that explains a lot. They were kind of jerks.
I have to admit, this one is lacking in enthusiasm as well. Like, the guy who's making these is just like, oh. Hi, I'm David. Hi, I'm Bert. Oh. Yeah, there's bullies over there. Oh, well. I wish I had stayed home. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm here too. Well, okay, nice meeting you, David. I have to admit, like, this is just, it's lacking. This is probably the worst one out of the ones we've seen today. Wow. I remember it being a lot better. I also remember other voices. Like, I thought he had other actors in it or something, but I suppose not. So, yeah, I don't even feel like finishing this series because it's just him going, yeah, hey, I'm Bert. Who are you? Well, I'm David, and we're bunk buddies. Oh, really? I couldn't guess that. I'm a left-handed man. I don't know. I hope you don't mind I sleep in the left-handed bed. No, I don't mind at all. But maybe we'll be friends. I prefer watching TV and eating cookies. Oh, really? I like to just eat snickerdoodles and play Minecraft. Oh, well, me too. You see how unenthusiastic that conversation is? I mean, like, true that there are times where in life people might have an unenthusiastic conversation. I've been in them myself, but for stories, we're supposed to be entertained, and the characters, well, they're not all supposed to be unenthusiastic. There could be, like, one kid who's unenthusiastic, but as far as I can tell, I don't even want to finish this series. I mean, this episode, that's what I mean. So that's going to be it for today. I mean, I have no idea how this worked out for all of you, but I feel like this was a fun experiment, something else a little different than what we normally do here. If you guys enjoyed what I have done here, feel free to let me know. We might do another one. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, like, it depends on the editing phase, I suppose. I want to see how long it takes me to do all this, and depending if how long this one takes, it might determine if we do another one. So if you guys are interested in another one, feel free to let me know, okay? I'm just making sure my audio recording is still going on. But I want to thank you all very much for watching. And if you're new, stick around. You'll never know what you'll find here. It is I, your host, bidding you all farewell. Goodbye.